What's going on, guys? In today's video, I'm going to be showing you the top 4 online brokers that you can use from New Zealand in order to start investing in the stock market, both locally and globally. Now make sure you watch through all of this video because in each platform, I'm going to be showing you how you can earn yourself a reward, whether that be through a free stock or credit to your account, so then you can actually start using that and get started in the stock market today. Now, at no particular order, at number 1 here, we have Sharesies. So Sharesies is probably one of the most notable platforms, and they've been around for quite a long time now. And we can just take a quick look at their homepage here. Invest like it's easy there. Invest a little New Zealand, US, and Australian shares. So that's the key feature here, is not only do they offer New Zealand shares, which is where they started from, but since I've actually been using Sharesies way back since 2018, they've gone from offering just the New Zealand Stock Exchange to also the US and Australian stock exchanges. Now, it's super easy to get started. All you have to do is sign up, settle in, and invest. And within that sign up process, I will be shortly showing you how you can actually get yourself $5 to get started with. But of course, let's move into the key feature number 1, and that is the pricing. So in terms of the pricing here, we can see that they have a transaction fee. So it's 0.5% for amounts up to $3,000 plus an additional 0.1% for amounts above $3,000. And also, just to make it easy here, they have this cool little feature where you can pretty much just have a look and say, if I were to invest $1,000, Sharesies deducts a fee of $4.98, and then the amount invested is $995.02. But if we flick that above $5,000, you can see the fee goes up here, but we can see 0.5%, so it's maxed out at $15 here for that up to $3,000, and then anything over $3,000, so that additional $2,000 is charged in at 0.1%. Now, there's also one other fee to keep in mind, and that is the currency exchange fee. So you are charged a 0.4% currency exchange fee when you exchange money. So because they offer the Australian and the US stock exchanges, these are dealt in the local currency. So it could be US dollars or Australian dollars. So it's always worth keeping in mind if you're wanting to not only invest in the New Zealand stock exchange, there will be no exchange fee for the New Zealand stock exchange, but for the US and Australian, then there will be a 0.4% currency exchange fee. We can also move into their learn section now. So this section, essentially they have a whole bunch of stuff, whether it be investing basics. So just if you're getting started, you can check out some of these blog posts here, building your portfolio and so on. So a great place for someone that's new to jump in here and check out some of these articles. Next, we have this cool auto invest feature. So you can actually set it up once you've all created an account and signed in. But just to give you an example of some of these auto invest, DIY, well, not necessarily DIY because I'm just reading from here, but it's pretty much just these pre-made auto invest orders that you can do. You can set up this one, you can set up a responsible order, so you can see what's in the order is 44% goes to the Global Responsibility Fund, Property Fund, Water Fund, and Ethical Leaders. So yeah, we have global order, we have kids order as well, so you can actually use some of these pre-made auto invest orders so that it will automatically, whenever you want to invest and you set it up, it's going to auto invest into those different markets instead of you having to do it manually each time. And lastly, Sharesies does also offer kids account. Just a quick look at how it works here. We can see that if anyone is under 18 years old, then you can sign them up for a kids account. By opening that, you become the trustee of that account. And so, any activity must be done on your child's behalf. And when your child is old enough, 25 by default or from 18 if you choose, they can request to take control of that portfolio as well. But again, another cool feature that you can use to not only get yourself started, but also your kids started on Sharesies. Now, moving into getting yourself that reward that I talked about a little bit earlier, to do so, you can actually jump into the description of this video and you're going to see a link there. Now, if you click that link and you sign up for a Sharesies account, you're going to actually get yourself $5 for doing so. So we can see here the little terms and conditions, well, not necessarily the terms and conditions, but within their intercom page here, we can see if the person you've referred has completed the sign up within 30 days of your referral, then both of us, me and you, will receive $5 for doing so. So not only is this a reward that I can use to get myself $5 and also give you $5, but you can actually, once you're logged into your Sharesies account, you can actually use this code as well, or use your own unique code and give that to your friends, family, or anyone else that isn't on the Sharesies platform already, and they can use that, fund their account, and get themselves $5, as well as giving yourself $5 too. Now moving on to the second platform now, and that is Hatch, This was actually the second platform that I started using after Sharesies, because Hatch actually had the US stock exchange. So back when Sharesies only had the New Zealand stock exchange, I actually jumped into Hatch in order to get access to the US stock exchange. So I could buy things like Tesla, Meta, which isn't doing so good right now, and so on. So taking a quick look into their pricing now, we can see here that they have a 0.5% exchange fee, so currency exchange fee, because remember, you're going to be investing in the US stock exchange, so they need to exchange your New Zealand dollars into US dollars. They then also have a $3 US flat fee. So you can see between 0 to 300 shares, there's a $3 US flat fee. And then for anything that is 301 plus shares, then you get 1 cent USD a share, and so on. So as you can see, for 301 shares, it would be $3.01. For 310, it would be $3.10. Now remember, it is up to your preference. Sharesies, they do have NZX, ASX, and US Stock Exchange, where Hatch does just have the US Stock Exchange. But I have noticed that there are some US stocks that are available on Hatch that aren't actually available on Sharesies. As like Sharesies, Hatch also has a learn section, so you can go through and you can go through their Get Started course or subscribe to their weekly newsletter. And as mentioned with those kids accounts too, it just gives you a brief overview here of the Hatch Kids investment accounts and how to open them. So again, you can jump onto Hatch, and again, the link is in the description below. You can jump into there and find out more. But more importantly, in terms of the reward that you can get with Hatch, just by using the link in the description down below, you can actually get yourself $10 to use within buying your first stock. And just like Sharesies, not only can I use it, but once you've signed up, you can also have your own unique referral link that you can give to your friends and family. So you can give them $10 as well as earn yourself $10. And a brief look into that here, you can see that, you get a $10 top up every time a friend signs up with your unique referral link and makes an initial deposit of 100 New Zealand dollars. So remember that too, it's in New Zealand dollars, not US dollars. And that's it there. So now onto our third platform today, and that is Hello Stake. Now don't get this confused with stake.com, which is the cryptocurrency gambling site. This is purely a stock investment site here that offers the US stock exchange. And onto their pricing page here, we can see that they have the $0 brokerage fees and no FX fees. So that's your currency exchange fees either. But you can see there is a 1% fee on deposit and withdrawals only. This is a little bit of a how we compare. So if you wanted to have a look at how Stake compares with Sharesies and Hatch, then you can see on a fees perspective, you can see here on the bottom. Now keep in mind though, it's not just about fees. You also have to think about the platform itself and what it has to offer, whether it be kids accounts, a education section, which Stake, they do have a blog, which if we go to here, we can kind of see their blog down in here. But it's also figuring out what's most important to you. So if you want to have access to a range of different stock markets, Sharesies offers that. If you want to have access to just the US stock exchange and you like these platforms like Stake or Hatch, then you can also use those too. Now what I can reward you guys for signing up to Stake today is that if you use the link in the description below, you can actually get yourself a free stock. So what happens there is when you sign up and you go through the process and you deposit to your account, you'll be able to spin the wheel, and it hasn't changed since I've been it. I think it's between like GoPro, Dropbox, and Nike stock, and it will spin the wheel and land on one of those stocks and you'll get yourself a free stock. But that could always change as well. It might be different as I'm recording this video, or even as you're watching this video at a later date. So jump down in the description below to get started with Stake and get yourself a free stock. But now move to our fourth and last platform on the list, and as I mentioned, these platforms are in no particular order. I'm just doing a bit of a deep dive so you can see which one might work best for you. In fact, you could probably sign up to all of them and redeem those rewards for each of these platforms. But moving into Tiger Brokers now, I have made a video and I'll leave it, I think it's in one of these corners here. It's a review video, a deeper dive into Tiger Brokers and their actual investment platform as well. So Tiger Brokers offers the US, Australian, Hong Kong, Singapore, and China stock exchanges. We can see here they do also have a investment app, a mobile app. So you've got Tiger Brokers, and then Tiger Trade is their mobile and desktop app. And taking a look at the pricing here, we can see here that with US stocks, it's a 0.0099 per share with a minimum order of $1.99 US. And they also offer US fractional shares, which is something that they didn't offer when I last created that video, which I linked just moments ago. With the Australian Stock Exchange, you can see it's a 0.025% fee. Hong Kong Stock Exchange 0.06, China 0.06, and then Singapore 0.12%. Now, Tiger Trade does also cover all sorts of levels of investors, whether it be a beginner, intermediate, or advanced investor. As you can see here are some key features weighed up against the platforms that we mentioned earlier, like Sharesies, Hatch, and Stake. So you can see they have the market data, their trading hours. They actually offer pre-market trading and post-market trading. So what that means is, the stock market, it only operates between certain hours of the day. So as you can see, 6.5 hours is the regular trading hours here. But then pre-market means you can actually buy and sell shares before the market opens, and post-market means you can actually buy and sell shares just after the market's closed. So as you can see, 4 hours after closing and 5.5 hours before the market opens. And as you can see, their app is day trade supported, 8 order types, price alert, Tiger Investors community, and a news center inside. So all of that stuff I actually show more in depth in my review video too. So you can look at the Tiger Trade platform and go into the community section and also the news section as well. In addition to the news section, they have the learn section too. So if you need to learn and invest here, we can click on that one. We can click on the news here too. And then we can also see any of their other articles that they write within this learn section. But most of the really good stuff is actually inside the app. Now, Tiger Brokers does also offer a range of different rewards programs, and these are sometimes limited, so they always have a deadline or a timeline. So as you can see, this one here, as I'm recording this video, they have welcome prizes for new clients. So make your first deposit within 3 days and get a $30 stock voucher. And you can see the deadline there is by the 1st of January. So you've got some time to redeem that. So what you can also do is you can actually go down below and you can redeem yourself $10. So if you use the link down below, go ahead, sign up. Not only will you get yourself $10 when you sign up and you go through their process and make a deposit, but as you make that deposit as well into your account, you're also going to get $30. So you can actually get up to $40 in stock vouchers, all just by signing up with Tiger Brokers. So those are the top 4 online New Zealand brokers that you can use to get started investing today. Whether you want to get started in the New Zealand Stock Exchange, US Stock Exchange, or more, then jump onto any of those platforms, use the links in the description below to earn those rewards. And of course, we'll see you guys in the next one.